Check this out. Get up, this like that. 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 Get up, this like.
Alright, so the things we're going to need to do this is a big skillet to brown the ground meat in. I've got 2 packs here of lean ground beef. We're going to make a lot of taco meat. Also, we've got some nacho cheese flavored taco shells, which we'll put in the oven here in a little while once we get the meat going. Also got some McCormick seasoning. This came from Walmart. It's pretty easy, so first thing we need to do is get this skillet hot, turn it on. Be careful, make sure you turn on the right burner here. I'm going to turn it on dual, and we'll let this heat up a bit. And go ahead and start getting the ground beef out of these packets. Alright, so we're going to just use a spatula, and we don't want to use a metal one on this non-stick pan. Scratch it all up, and then all of a sudden your pan is ruined. So go ahead and get the other pack of ground beef in here. Starting to get going here. I'm sure there's a lot of videos. I didn't even look. Throw this in the garbage over here. I'm sure there's a lot of videos on YouTube about how to make tacos, and this is just I'm sure there's a lot fancier ways, but we're going to do our best here. This is some lean ground meat. The seasoning packets here call for a 1/4 cup of water each. My wife suggested that I only start with a cup of water to not make the taco meat too runny. Also, since this is lean ground beef, it says to after you brown the ground beef, it says to drain the fat. But there's really not going to be a whole lot of fat in this ground beef because this is very lean ground beef. So depending on what kind of ground meat you use, you may need to pour the ground meat into your skimmer, drainer, colander, whatever you say, however you call it, and drain out that fat. But anyway, this is lean ground beef, so we're just going to stir it around here and try to get it going. Alright, we're making some progress here. A little salt in there, a little pepper in here a little bit. You can see there's just a little bit of fat in there, a little bit. That's just not much at all. We won't really need to drain that. She was right about that. Oops, sorry. Well, yep. She was right. There's not very much fat in here. And so we don't need to go to the trouble to pour that all out to drain this out. All the meat is turning brown. Doing a pretty good job with that. Alright, I'm going to turn this down a little bit. Starting to percolate here a little bit. Alright. Let's see. I'm going to sprinkle it out across the meat. Ooh, smells good already. Probably won't need to put a lot of anything else in this seasoning. I mean, you could if you want it to be a little spicier. I may put a little bit of Tony Saturate in it. But it's got you can tell this stuff's got a lot of spice to it. Just pouring out this one pack. Go ahead and mix this in a little bit. since we got twice the amount of meat, the recipe calls for 1 pound of ground beef, or turkey even. So we've got 2 pounds. So we got 2 packs of McCormick original taco sauce, taco seasoning. We're doing twice as much here. Alright, got the rest of it in. Decided to mix in some water with it. I want to burn the, there you go, that'll keep it from simmering a little bit there. Keep it from burning. Alright, so that quieted it down a little bit. Mix it around a little bit here. So that was not even quite a full cup that I poured in. So the directions would call for a 1/4 cup for each pack. So you can judge it for yourself how much water you want to use for yours. If you like your tacos more runny, then pour more water. Alright, smelling pretty good here. Starting to smell like taco meat. I'll pour the rest of that in. There. Alright, had to dig around and find the top for this pot that fits this pot. Gonna turn this down some. Stir it around a little bit. Gonna put this on top of here. Just let this cook a little while. Simmer in. Put this on top. Turn it down. Alright. Put some of this stuff out of the way. So I didn't even put any Tony Chachere's in there. I did put a little salt, a little bit of pepper. I may put some in here in a second. We'll see. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get these nacho cheese flavored taco shells. These are pretty good. And I'm going to put these in the oven. Got to be very careful with this. I cooked these one time previously. I left them in a little bit longer than I should have. So I got to watch these carefully. It says only 5 minutes. So, got to be careful with that. Got one of these Pampered Chef baking pans. This one's pretty well used, you can tell. It kind of turns a darker brown. But these things are really good. These baking pans, baking sheets, kind of prevents burning the bottom of the things that you're trying to cook. Does a pretty good job on it. I'll put about 6 of these in here. And if we don't need them all, we can just put them in a Ziploc. Put these back in here for now. My son usually likes these flour tortillas instead of taco shells. So more than likely my son will want to use one of these and make a soft one. So, alright, I'm going to stick these in the oven right below here. Preheated the oven to 325 already, and it says about 5 minutes. So, got to be super, watch that super closely here. 6:53, alright, so about 6:58. Should be good. Let's check this out. It looks pretty good. Looks like taco meat to me. Let's see. Off to the side. Looks like we're on the right track. Alright. I'll just let this simmer some more while the shells are cooking. Put this back on top. Now, what else are we going to use for our tacos? We got some Fiesta Blend finely shredded cheese that we're going to use for our tacos. We're going to fix them on the other side. We got some sour cream here, Daisy sour cream. Use that as well. There's my son coming in. Let me pause. Alright, also for your tacos, some picante sauce, paste picante sauce, but we're about out of it, so I was thinking maybe I wasn't going to get to use any of that, but look what I have. I have some little mild packs of taco sauce from Taco Bell that I saved recently in the last couple of weeks or so here, and so I've got a bunch of packs of those, and my son doesn't like it anyway, so this is kind of old anyway, so I'm probably going to throw this away and just use Taco Bell sauce. So these are the things that you'll need to dress your taco. Also, obviously, if you have any shredded lettuce or even some diced tomatoes, people like that as well. I don't have any of that, so these sour cream cheese, shredded cheese, and some taco sauce will be about all that we'll have for ours today. Get these out. This should be fine. So over here. Alright. Turn this around out of the way for us. And turn off the oven. Be careful if you put this on your cooktop. We had one of these one time, a long time ago, and the cooktop got turned on and the thing cracked. So we've got to be careful about that. Alright, anyway. Looks like the shells are probably ready to go. And I think the meat is probably good to go. So now we just need to make our tacos. Alright, my son is here and he is making his taco. And he decided he would use the crispy shell. I wasn't sure he would, but we've got plenty. Back from work. Alright. And he's making his taco. He's getting some cheese for his. Some cheese for his. And I think that's probably all he will do. You gonna put anything else on yours? Probably not. That's all he likes. Right, so I'm gonna load up some taco shells here for myself. We use plenty of paper plates around here. This is a delicate process getting this meat in here. I don't do too well with this sometimes. But we use plenty of paper plates in my house because all we gotta do is just throw them away. And usually I'm the one that does the dishes all the time. So, plenty of paper plates. Man, these things are tight together here. It's hard to get the meat in there. A lot of times I'll get a fork while I'm eating, maybe sometimes, and scoot some of the meat back in there that misses the shell. Sometimes my wife just crumbles hers all together. Makes like a taco salad. See if I can get this meat in here like this better. There we go. Yeah, that's much better. Alright. Let me do this down here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera here. Alright. Most of it's in the shells. Pretty good. Alright. Let me get the stuff over here so you can see it. Alright, so there's 3 tacos. Some meat still on the side. Alright, I'm going to get a little bit of sour cream. This is a squeeze. Oops. Oops, that's too much. Alright, squeeze some sour cream in here. Be careful how hard you squeeze it. You might. Anyway, so this is looking kind of rough. Alright, let me get some of these little Taco Bell packets. Look, this might not look that great, but I bet you it's going to taste good. Alright. Yeah. My presentation is pretty bad here. Presentation kind of sucks, I guess. Whatever. Alright, so we got some mild sauce from the Taco Bell. And gonna get some cheese. big mess. Oops. So I'm glad nobody's going to watch me eat this. By the way, this pan is probably still hot under here. I always double up my plates. So be careful if you have one of these baking pans because it holds the heat for quite a while. Alright, pull it off of there. Alright, so 3 tacos ready to go. I don't have any shredded lettuce or any diced tomatoes or anything like that. Guacamole, whatever else you might want to put on yours. But this is all I had. So we made tacos, guys. I hope this helped you in some way. It's easy to make. You do have to have at least ground meat and some taco seasoning and some shells and something to put on it, probably. That's all you need, and it's not that hard. Just be careful not to burn these shells if you get the same kind of shells. But anyway, that's it. Taco Sunday here in Louisiana. Hope this was helpful.